Air just got a whole lot better with the new hero skin for the July Gold Pass, so stay tuned and take a sneak peek in what's to come. Hey guys, it's Lady B. So we are at the tail end of June, which means we get our sneak peek into what's to come for July. We've got the new July Gold Pass ready to go, and with that comes a new hero skin. And this one I am very, very excited for. I actually had a little moment, which I didn't capture on screen, but I was really excited when I saw this. Not only the artwork, which is incredible, but the actual construct of this particular hero skin. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, I am talking about the Grand Warden. So the Grand Warden is getting a new look for July. And like I said, this one is pretty cool. So let's click on him, change the skin, and you can see this mighty Zeus-like looking guy here. We've got the Gladiator Warden. And look at that. We see him hopping on the cloud. Now, the reason I got so excited when I actually took a look at this is because when you go through and you watch him and you set him on air, he actually hops on his cloud. So as you're doing your air raids, you're going to have your Warden literally sailing through like Zeus with his thunderbolt lightning, doing some nasty work. And then when he's on ground, he no longer has a cloud. He's just grounded there, walking back on Earth with the rest of us mere mortals. But really, really cool detail here. I absolutely love it. Now, again, he does get a little bit of a different look here because we've got the gray beard. He's looking a little more aged than we've seen him, but I think it's pretty fitting. I think it suits him well. And we've got the lightning belt, obviously the lightning staff to go along. And then he's got his book, which is now a scroll, fitting in with that gladiator theme, but a little bit more on the deity level. So I really love this kind of Zeus component. I know I had a couple people in my chat saying that they wanted to see something more mythological, and here you go. You have it right here. But I know what you guys want to see. You want to see it in action. So let's actually get him situated. Let's put the skin on, select him, and get set. And there we go. We've got the Gladiator Warden. So we can see him here in ground, and we can switch him over, change him to air. And this is really nice because you definitely know he is in air mode when you see the cloud. No worrying about having to look for the shadows or hanging over. You kind of know at this point when you see this that he's on air mode. But in action, we'll take a look both ways quickly to see how he does with air and ground in the game itself. So in air, we're going to see him walking around. You can see him coming in actually with a Zapquake hybrid, slightly influenced by Itsu over the weekend from the World Championship qualifiers, where he had that amazing clutch RC in the end, who actually took down the Town Hall. Now, I didn't do that. That's a new meta here, is the RC Town Hall kill. But that's not the case. But I did use the Zapquake here. Seven lightning spells and a quake to actually take down an eagle. You can get the CC if it's right there as well, right alongside of it. And I even took down the queen along with it. So I actually had my queen. I intended to bring her down towards the 6 o'clock side of the base here, but she worked her way up, which is fine. I don't necessarily mind the crossover because you can kind of lead into a healer swap on this. Had the king working on the opposite side. We were going to bring the RC in as well, trying to clear out some of that pathing, but the wall wrecker to actually come in, I wasn't too convinced to bring in a blimp just because of the scatter shots in the way. And with this nice movement coming through and actually using the warden ability here too, pretty soon as they go in, I wasn't too worried about the scattershot and the wall wrecker actually working its way in. Sneaky goblins to take down the town hall, but you can see the warden's working through nicely. Looks pretty good with his thunderbolt lightning staff there, doing some nice zapping through the raid and actually working perfectly. And you can see the healer swapped over to the hybrid portion. Now these do fizzle out, and this actually came down to the RC and the warden doing some incredible work on the back end. I brought in some headhunters. I almost had the carbon slip, the hero hunters. We've been talking about that today as a name for the headhunters. But Had the headhunters come in, helped for the assist on the king on the back end there. And this is where you can really see the RC coming through. A couple miners left over here doing some work, but definitely some solid work here from my RC and from my Gladiator Warden. So really nice gameplay action for him. And we'll take a quick look just at the early components of the Warden in air mode. But he's grounded here, back to earth for the hybrid portion. So when you're doing your ground raids, you're going to see your Warden walking along like a mere mortal with all the rest of us. And then with the air, we're going to see him in just a second floating in the sky. So with the air raids, we get to see the Warden on cloud 9 with this one. Again, I started with the same opener. It doesn't pick up the same amount of value. This one was not a triple here, although it could be manipulated into it. I'm just not an air attacker. I never claim that air is my strong suit. I brought in some sneaky goblins to actually help with this opener for the entry here, to give a little more leeway so the king could work into place and have the queen step up. Now, she got a little distracted still working through some of those additional mines. King worked his way up towards the storages, but was able to take out that single IT here. And the main point is to get that queen there as quick as possible without her getting completely roasted. RC on the opposite side with the ice golem to tank and help out. I even brought the help of a headhunter to help take out the RC and move this along a little bit quicker before sending in this Lalo portion. But with the air portion, this is where we actually get to see the Grand Warden make his debut. I could have brought in a blimp here, and actually that wouldn't have been a bad thing because I could have sailed it through for the Lalo portion, sailing through the Warden ability. But I really like the value out of this wall wrecker and what it can do. I think it picks up some nice work, and it's a little less risky in my opinion for this. Not that I would condone it, but you can bring like a blimp with loons and dragons to get into the core of a base, but you have all those scatter shots to worry about. So again, something that you have to think of when you're planning these raids. But this was a quick way to just show this Warden in action, so you can see him floating through the skies, sailing across, zapping through. But I really love this animation and the graphics of that Warden kind of in play and in action here. So superb work from the design team. This is probably one of my most favorite skins to come, and this one I am definitely going to be setting and having this as my full-on Warden from now on. So that's your July hero skin to come, the Gladiator Warden. Really cool stuff here. I absolutely love the graphics. I love that he hops around. Really like the lightning staff, the kind of Zeus mythological theme that we have going on here. So this is going to be my go-to for the Warden. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this hero skin, which your favorites are so far, which ones you like, and which ones you'd like to see in the future, what other themes you'd like to see. One thing is, don't forget when you are making these in-game purchases, don't forget to put in your creator codes, support your favorite creators. You can use code LadyB to support me. There's also a link in the description below that'll take you directly to that support area, but it's a quick, easy bump down in the settings, more settings. Once you go into the settings button, scroll all the way down and enter the creator code. And they do expire every 7 days. So make sure that you double check before making any of those in-game purchases. So again, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And until next time, this is Lady B. I'll catch you guys later. But you can also go into the settings area, hit more settings, scroll all the way down, and then you can enter your code, support a creator, Lady B, or whichever other favorite creator you have that you want to support. Send the code. It'll tell you that it's incorrect.